Hi everyone, I'm Gina R, and I'm back with a $400 currency search. Hi everyone, and welcome back. As you can see, I was able to get $400 in ones. I'm going to be searching those 4 straps to see if I can find any rare star notes, fancy serial numbers, or even a possible error. So let's go ahead and get this hunt started. I'll be back after I go through this first strap. Well, I'm done going through strap number 1. And let me share some of the things that I came across. The first one, which is not valuable at all, is this one. A bunch of ink was spilled all over it. So I thought that was interesting. So I just pulled it aside because of that. This is not an error, by the way. The next note, I collect these. It has 8 unique digits, And because it has 8 unique digits, it makes it possible for me to find a pair for it. So I went ahead and pulled this out. And let me get closer. It has 1, then it skips to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Kind of like a broken ladder too. But I keep this because it has the 8 unique digits. Next, I found a trinary. The same thing with this trinary. I'm going to try to find a pair to it. And it's a combination of, let me see if I can get a better look. There we go. 2 7s and 9s. So that's going to go over here for my pair section. And I did find a star note in very good condition. We'll be going to my currency collection star note lookup to see if this is a rare print. All right, let's go on to the next strap. All right, I'm back with my finds for strap number 2. This was an almost find, and look at that. If that 0 had been a 3 or this 3 had been a 0, we would have had a repeater. But unfortunately, it didn't, so it's going back into circulation. Next up, I'm going to keep this because I thought it was a real cool serial number. And basically, it kind of has a mixed up run of 0s, 1s, 2s, and 3s. Now, I wish they had been in order. But even like this, I find it to be interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this for a little bit. I probably will eventually spend it. But regardless, this was really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it. And maybe see if I can try to find a pair to this. Because this is interesting. Okay, next up, I found a trinary. And like I said, I try to find pairs for this. This is 0s, 7, and 9s. Man, I wish that 9 had been a 7, then it would have been a really interesting find. It would have actually been a binary. And it does have 7s, and people tend to collect 7s. Next up, another one for the pairs. This one has quad 4s. I did find an older note in rough condition, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it because I do collect the older notes. Nothing fancy about that serial number. And I also found 2 more star notes. And like I said, we'll be looking these up toward the end of the video. All right, let me go ahead and go on to the third strap. All right, I'm done going through strap number 3. I did find a note that I found interesting, and you can keep any notes that you want. There's no rules as to what you can collect. And this one kind of follows the same rule as the one I showed earlier. It's kind of mixed up. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in its serial number, and they're all mixed up. I wish they had been in order, but they're not. And I do tend to find these interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this. I also found a trinary, 3 5s and 9s. And I did find a note with 9 unique digits, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, missing the 6, 7, missing the 8, and 9. And here's another one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's missing the 5, 6, 7, and missing the 8 and 9. So these two, kind of the same, they're not pairs, but I hope to one day be able to find a pair to them. And we do have one more star note. All right, let me go ahead and go on to the final strap, and hopefully we'll find something in here. Okay, I'm back with my final finds of the last strap. I found a trinary, 0, 2, and 9s. I did find a couple of star notes. And look at this, I found some older notes. Here is a 1974. It has a lot of folds and stuff, but it's still pretty cool. I do like older notes. And I found a Barr note. Now, what makes this really special is that Barr was in office for only 28 days. So this was a very short run. So that is cool. So I'm happy to have found a Barr note. All right, so those are my finds from the last strap. Now let's go ahead and go to my currency collection and check out these star notes and see if we have anything valuable here. All right, I'm on star note lookup, and let's quickly start off with the first one, which was a 2009. Let me go ahead and enter the serial number. And let's see what we got here. Whoop, it's a large print run. All right, let's go ahead and not waste time. Let's go to the next one. This is a 2013. And I'm going to go ahead and enter that serial number. Again, it is a large print run, 3.2. Now remember, we are trying to get it over here on this side for it to be worth more in value. Typically, you can get $1 or $2 over face value for a star note if it's in relatively good condition. All right, let's go on to the next one. It's another 2013. Let's go ahead and look at that. This one is also part of a large print run. Okay, now let's go to the 2 that I have left. Actually I have 3 left. The next 2 are 2017s. I like to put the star because I don't like having to answer the yes/no question. Again, we have a large print run. Now let's go to the next 2017. Let me end. Also, while you're looking at to see if you have a low print run, make sure you check the stars to see if they're filled or not. This one is 3.2 million out of 3.2. Once again, it's a large print run. And now let's go to the last one, which is a 2021 star note. And let me enter that serial number. And I'm sorry that I'm doing it quickly, but I'm trying to keep this video down for making it a long video. This one is 3.2 out of 4.2 million. So none of these star notes that were found today are low print runs, or rare notes, I should say. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hunt. We did find 6 star notes. Unfortunately, they're not rare at all. But we found some doozies of old notes. The 2001, which is in so-so condition. This 1974, which actually has a few folds, but is really in good condition. And wow, a Joseph Barr note. This is a 1963 B note. And I hadn't noticed it until I put these notes back on the mat, that Rob Finds Treasure includes them at the very bottom right corner of his mat. So yeah, he was in office for 28 days, and that is a very short time to be in office, and that's what makes these notes so special. Well, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, happy collecting. Bye, everyone.